This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Movie Battles, the newest project on the Flying Cow. I am your host, the Flying Cow himself, Clay Johnson, and this is Movie Battles, where we take the very best of my friends who said yes, and we pit them head to head in Disney Pixar movie trivia. But as good as I am not doing this alone. No, I have someone with me today, the answer man, Alex Lavelle. How we doing, Alex?
Doing well, Clay. Ready for the semifinals.
Absolutely. Very, very excited for this. But before we get started, I want to give credit where credit is due, because the format for this game, as well as several questions that I did not write myself, were all sourced from the Movie Trivia Schmodown. So if you enjoy this and you would like to see it on covering a wider variety of films, check out the Movie Trivia Schmodown. You can go to theschmodownlive.com and tell them that the cow sent you. They'll have no clue what that means, but I want to see their faces. Be good. Yeah. Also, there are two ways that you can enjoy these matches. You can enjoy it on the audio format on our Flying Cow podcast feed. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. Or if you prefer to look us in the eye, then you can go to YouTube and just type in the Flying Cow or Movie Battles, and you should find us right there. Well, now that all of that is out of the way, what do you say we take a look at the tournament as it stands? So as Alex mentioned, we are in our very first match of the semifinals. We've already finished the first round matches, so we're in our first match of the finals, which will see Jack, the good boy Allison, going up against Nicki, the Nova Baldwin. I gotta say, Alex, this one, I really don't know what to say about this. This could go either way. I'm excited to see these two competitors face off.
Absolutely. These are both contestants who played excellent games in their first round matches. They are, I think, well matched to compete with each other. I think the pressure is on for both of them.
Yeah. I think, I think from here on out, if somebody thinks that they can call a winner, I think they're
there's no way.
No, they're just unless you're clairvoyant and you can just see the future, there's no way to call this. But I'm very excited to see these two competitors square off. Jack, the good boy Allison, who actually, as we mentioned in his last match, actually has more matches under his belt than any other competitor going into this. However, Nicki, the Nova Baldwin, is the favorite simply because of her showing in her last match.
That's right. It will be interesting to see whether that little bit of extra experience gives the good boy an edge to be the better competitor this round, or whether the Nova simply cannot be escaped.
Absolutely. Well, I think that we've talked about this long enough. Why don't we go ahead and introduce today's competitors?
Bring them in.
Introducing first, representing Good Boys Everywhere, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses officially, His favorite films include Fantasia, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Wall-E. He always enjoys doing good deeds wherever he can. He is Jack, the good boy, Allison.
Oh, sorry. I was just calling a winner. Oh, wait. Huh. How about that? There he is.
Look at that. Very, oh, look at you. You called yourself. Why'd you call yourself? That makes no sense.
Because I'm the winner.
Oh, all right.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right. Well,
Superior prop work, if nothing else, going into this match.
absolutely.
Great for an audio medium.
Yes.
The best. The best. All right. And his opponent, representing those who burn brightly, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses. Her favorite films in the genre include Up, the Toy Story franchise, and Wreck-It Ralph. She is Nicki, the Nova Baldwin.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I just was confirming that good is synonymous with nice. And you know what they say? Nice guys finish last.
Ooh, tough words. They are already smack talking. Look at that. That's what I like to see. Healthy competition.
That's right. Healthy competition and maybe some issues to work out in therapy afterward.
Well,
I'm working on it.
A for effort.
All right. Well, what do you say we go ahead and get right into round number 1 with the reading of the rules? In round number 1, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors have 15 seconds to write down their answer. Answers must be said aloud when revealing their response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If either competitor manages to answer all 8 questions correctly, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors may request 3 repeats throughout the match, so use them wisely. Each competitor also has a challenge. If they disagree with any ruling, they can challenge it, and if their challenge is upheld, then they keep their challenge. There is no stealing in this round. Are there any questions as to round number 1?
I'm ready to go.
All right. Then let's go ahead and get into round number 1. Your first question in round number 1 comes from the category of the Disney Renaissance, which happened mostly in the 90s. Which film has a prince named Eric? So many princes to choose from there are.
That's true. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Let's start with Jack.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid is correct. Nicki.
I don't have those illustration skills, but The Little Mermaid.
All right. Very
You don't want them, trust me.
Mermaid. All right. So they are now tied at 1 going into the second question.
Yes, and our second question will come from the category Pixar.
Pixar movie.
What comedic actor voices the Pixar character Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski.
You know, I only
Mike
have eye for this
Wazowski.
character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot else to have.
Now, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. We started with Jack last time. Nicki, we'll take your answer first on this round.
I nearly just wrote Wazowski, but I pulled it Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal is correct. Jack, what say you?
I was blanking on it too, but I said Billy Crystal.
Very good. We've both looked into our Billy Crystal balls and divined the correct answer.
Billy Crystal balls. There's a phrase.
I was about to say, interesting. All right, moving forward into question number 3 in the category of package films from the 40s, compilation of shorts.
That's on the ready.
And here is the question. In which package film will you find the shorts? Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, Casey at the Bat, and Peter and the Wolf.
This is, of course, the category that seems to give our players the most trouble every match.
Oh, it's everyone's.
Look forward to seeing if they can pull it out this time. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat, please.
1.
Okay. Repeat.
That was in time, yeah.
Yeah, it was in time. All right. So the question was, in which package film will you find the shorts? Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet, Casey at the Bat, and Peter and the Wolf. All right. It's taking a little time to.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Jack, start with you.
I watched double speed between matches. Make my music.
All right. Look at that. All right. Nicki.
Make my music. Thank goodness.
All right. So using that repeat seems to have paid off. Still tied up at 3. And there's someone at my door. Well, not outside. My dog hears it.
You need to deal with it, or shall we continue?
Fine. Teddy.
What if it's Casey and he has a bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the prequel to Janie's Got a Gun.
Casey's got a bat.
All right.
Round 4. Question 4, rather.
Question 4.
The Dark Times, the early 2000s. What film is a sci-fi adaptation of a Robert Louis Stevenson novel about pirates?
Have you read many Robert Louis Stevenson books? No?
Not a 1.
No?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nicki, let's see your answer first.
I apologize because my marker started dying, but I did write Treasure Planet.
You did indeed. That is correct as well. Jack.
My marker's actually breaking, but Treasure Planet.
All right. Do you guys have replacement markers?
I have a knife.
Oh.
I think it should be good through, if needed, 2 matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's go ahead and move on to question number 5 in the realm of classics. These are the films from the 50s. In the film, what is Peter Pan trying to retrieve when he and Wendy meet? Always going looking for things in some strange girl's room. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that is very creepy. 5, 4,
man.
3, 2, 1.
All right. We'll start with Jack. What do we got?
His shadow.
His shadow is correct. Nicki?
I do not have it.
All right. So Jack goes up by 1. We are currently at 5-4.
That's right. And Jack remains in the running for that bonus question.
I
Absolutely.
just want the bonus question, man. That's all I want from this.
Question number 6 focuses on the 2010s CG revolution. Jason Bateman, Idris Elba, and Shakira lend their voices to what 2016 film?
I mean, if you want the bonus, you can have it. I'll just take the win.
That sounds fair. Can you repeat the question, please?
Absolutely. Jason Bateman, Idris Elba, and Shakira lend their voices to what 2016 film? Not necessarily 3 people I expect to find in a film together typically.
No, that's very true.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
Just under.
Can you also repeat the genre, please?
Sure. In the genre CG revolution, the 2010s, the question is Jason Bateman, Idris Elba, and Shakira lend their voices to what 2016 film? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nicki, let's see your answer first.
Zootopia.
Zootopia is correct. Jack, did you have Zootopia?
Nah, I had Finding Dory.
That brings us back to a tie at 5 points apiece. The bonus no longer on the table for the good
Gosh,
boy.
dang it. I guess I'll just have to take the win.
That's right. But they can still have a pretty good showing in this match. So moving into question number 7 in the realm of decline and wilderness. This is covering the 60s through the 80s. And your question. In 101 Dalmatians, what is the name of the puppy thought dead but revived by Roger?
You know, as a kid, I actually had a cat by this name.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a dog. It's not named this. His name is Teddy.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. We're going to start with Jack. What do you
Hey,
get?
Spot.
Spot is incorrect. Nikki?
Yeah.
This was just a guess. Rover.
No, his name was Lucky.
Mhm.
Lucky. Because he
That
was
makes sense.
lucky. Yeah. All right.
Until the heartworms took effect.
Well, heartworms come for us all.
But you did say it was the Dark Ages.
I said the decline in wilderness. But
Just kidding.
What?
Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off.
Our final question of this round, number 8, in the category of early classics. These are, of course, films of the 1930s and early 1940s. In Pinocchio, what is the name of Geppetto's fish? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nikki, we will start with you. What was your answer?
I do not have one.
Jack, did you come
Cleo.
up with one? Cleo is the right answer. Jack retaking a slight 1-point lead here at the end of round 1.
going up 6-5, but it is absolutely still anyone's game going into round number 2, which I will now read the rules for. Round number 2 is the wheel round. Each competitor will spin the wheel. They are allowed to spin the wheel up to 2 times. If they do not like their first category, then they can spin again, but they're stuck with that second one. Unless, of course, they land on opponent's choice at any point, in which case their opponent will choose their category for them. Each competitor will receive 4 questions from that category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice may be requested. However, the value of the question will drop to 1 point. Competitors have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if the original competitor misses the question. Repeats and challenges are still in effect for this round. Are there any questions when it comes to round number 2?
No.
Nah, I'm just glad I don't have to make any decisions right now.
All right. Well, as Nicki alluded to, Jack, because you are in the lead, you have the option to choose. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to your competitor?
Oh, spin, Clay.
All right. Okay. So here is the wheel. So let's go ahead and give that wheel a spin. All right, and you've landed on recent Pixar. These are the films from 2010 onward. Would you like to keep it, or would you like to spin again?
Spin again.
All right, we're going to spin that wheel again. And we've landed on the package films.
Oh, swell.
Package films for Jack. I'm sure he is looking forward to this category.
This is the best day of my entire life.
Yes, because you're facing me.
All right. So here we go. Jack will receive 4 questions in the category of package films. And your first question. Who is the Brazilian cigar smoking parrot that befriends Donald Duck in The Three Caballeros?
First and last name?
It's preferable.
Okay. So wait, is it required first and last name, or if I just know the first name?
Yeah. First and last.
Wait, I can't do. Okay. Multiple choice.
Okay. Your options are: is it A, Panchito Pistoles, B, Yaya, C, Jose Caracoa, or D, Aracuan?
The C, Jose.
C is correct for 1 point. Which brings Jack up to 7. All right, moving to question number 2. What classic Disney character learns the way of the gaucho in a segment of Saludos Amigos?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck is incorrect. Nicki, you have the opportunity to steal. Let me repeat the question for you. What classic Disney character learns the way of the gaucho in a segment of Saludos Amigos?
Goofy.
Goofy is correct for a 1 point steal.
I forgot
Wait,
what a gaucho
no,
is.
That should be 2 points, right, Clay?
Yeah, you're right. A 2-point steal, which means Nicki is now tied with Jack.
That's right. 7 apiece.
Yes, 7 all. So bringing us to Jack's penultimate question in this round. What American folk hero is the subject of the 3rd segment in Melody Time?
Five.
Pecos
4.
Bill.
Pecos Bill is incorrect. Nicki, you have the opportunity to steal. What American folk hero is the subject of the 3rd segment in Melody Time?
Don't got it.
All right. The correct answer was Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed. That's all right. We're still tied. So let's move on to Jack's final question in the round. In The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, what crooner provides the narration for The Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are, is it A, Bing Crosby, B, Frank Sinatra, C, Dean Martin, or D, Nat King Cole?
A.
A, Bing Crosby is correct for a point. So Jack has taken back the lead 8-7, but now we are going into Nicki's questions for round number 2. All right, so let's spin that wheel. And we have landed on The Wilderness, the films of the 1980s. Would you like to take this or spin again?
There's no way for me to see the rest of the wheel, is there?
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's perfect. I'll decide to spin again.
Spin again? All right.
Yes.
Spinning again. All right, and you landed on movie release dates. So Nicki will receive 4 questions in the category of movie
Release date.
All right.
All right. First question. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the first Disney animated feature film. In what year was it released?
1937.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. What year saw the release of Disney's Robin Hood?
1973.
That is correct for 2 more points. Question number 3. The Little Mermaid marked the beginning of the Renaissance era. In what year was it released?
The year my sister was born, 1989.
That is correct again for 2 more points. Going into this last question, that puts Nicki at 14 to Jack's 8. Question 4. Pixar's Cars was released in what year?
2006.
That is correct.
All right. So that means that Nicki is in the lead 16-8. Is that correct?
That is right.
All right. So Jack needs some good numbers going into round number 3. Let us take a look at the rules for round number 3. The rules are as follows. Competitors pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will get 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There will be no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. Do we have any questions as we go into round number 3? All right, well then let's go ahead. Nicki, since you are in the lead, let's go ahead and get your numbers first. What would you like?
5, 4, and 11 for my parents and sisters' birth months.
All right, 5, 4, and 11. And Jack?
2, 15, and 8.
2, 15, and 8. All right. So, like I said, we are currently at 16-8, which means that Jack can miss the 2-pointer, but he can't miss anything else. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with Jack's 2-point question. He selected the number 2, and that corresponds to the category of voice actors. Voice actors. And the question is, what was the final film in the Toy Story franchise to feature the voice of Jim Varney?
Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2 is correct. Toy Story 2 is correct for 2 points. All right, so moving on then, Alex, would you like to ask Jack his 3-point question?
Absolutely. Jack, your second number was 15, which means your 3-point question comes from the category early classics. What is the 5th animated Disney release? Five, four, three, two,
Repeat the
one.
question.
What is the 5th animated Disney release?
I believe Jack has used 2 repeats, so he has 1 left. Is that correct?
That is his third, in
Oh,
fact.
is that his third? Okay.
That is. He used 2 on the same question in the earlier round.
Gotcha. So that was your final repeat.
Bambi.
Bambi is correct.
For 3 points. 3.
Jack hangs in there.
Making that comeback. Fighting
That now puts him at 13 points to Nicki's 16. With 1 question remaining in his final round.
And that is his 5-point question in the category of package films. And your question. And just as a reminder, if he gets this question correct, he will knock it back to Nicki. If not, Nicki will move on in this tournament. The question is, what early Disney male child star appears in the Pecos Bill segment of Melody Time?
I give up. I have no idea.
And your winner, Nicki the Nova Baldwin. The correct answer was Bobby Driscoll.
Don't even know who that is.
Driscoll. Yeah. All right. Well, great job to both of you. Guys can go ahead and turn your cameras off for a second, and we'll call you back in for your interviews. That was a nail biter.
That was. I thought we had shaken the curse of package films when they both got a round 1 question right.
And it
came back to bite us all.
Yeah, it bit Jack twice in that.
It did.
Let's go ahead and let's bring Jack in. Unfortunately, coming up short today, but I mean, that round 1, you looked so good. You had a lead going into round 2, and then you spun package films. Do you regret not taking your first spin?
Kind of, sort of. I mean, honestly, the reason I didn't go with a recent Pixar because I've seen most of those movies only once, and I also didn't want to risk deferring over her on that one. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I got an Achilles heel with package films, and I got shot by 2 arrows. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I gotta say though, even in defeat, I think you looked good. You
it's the mask.
Well, you played really well. And I'm really hoping this isn't the last we see of the good boy.
I'm never coming back.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. I will say though, if we do come back, was there anybody else in this tournament that you saw that maybe impressed you that you might want to have an opportunity to face?
I'd want to go up against Watkins, to be honest. While she did unfortunately lose a round, I mean, both between G and Hannah, like both them keeping neck and neck like that. I've faced Hannah. I'd like to face Watkins. They were probably the most neck and neck match we've had so far that we've seen, and I'd love to test her mettle further on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for playing, Jack, and we hope to see you in the future. All right, let's go ahead and get Nicki in here. Our victor who destroyed that movie release dates category. Absolutely destroyed it. I mean, you know, Jack obviously had a tough hand with package films, but your performance in movie release dates, I think, definitely set you off on the winning track. What do you think?
We haven't seen anybody knock out all 4 questions for 2 points so far.
I'm in shock too, because I knew for a fact that there was going to be like stuff in the olden times that would show up in there where it's like, oh man, like between like the 70s and 40s, like, and that's a category. They say it with the Schmodown, like you can't even be off with 1 year. And even if you go to multiple choice, that generally doesn't help a whole lot.
It really doesn't.
So I'm really happy that I was able to pull it off, but obviously I was fortunate because package films is just a cursed category. So it was, as with a lot of them, the luck of the draw, because Jack put up such a good fight with them. But no, that was very exciting, and no, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, looking forward to your next match. You are in the final, and you are either going to face Amanda, the fairest, Amanda Whittle Van Heil, or the chart master, Hannah Kiefer. Do you have any preferences, any insights going into this match?
I did see most of Amanda's match yesterday, and part of me would feel like that's a great challenge, but I also kind of want to say no because that's intimidating, and not just because she's listening, but I would be very honored to face either of them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're gonna see you face one of them coming up very, very soon. So looking forward to it, and we will see you in just a little while.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
All right. Well, with that, the end of our first semifinal match. The next one coming up very soon.
That's right. One more round of semifinals, and then we see who takes everything.
Yeah, we will have to see. But first, we are going to see who wins in the match between the fairest, Amanda Whittle Van Heil, and the chart master, Hannah Kiefer. It promises to be a very tough match for both of these ladies.
Absolutely. Any slight deviation from the plan, any unexpected turn can make or break, like we just saw.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you for joining us here, and we'll see you later.
So I have here the Berry Treat Sweet Bird Feed. It's high energy sweet for year-round feeding. It contains rendered beef sweet, corn, white millet, oats, and blueberries.
All right.
Very eclectic.
Good to know that the good boy got a sponsorship between rounds.
Right?
I didn't say who made it.
Impressive.
Yes. Yeah, you know you've hit an all-time high when Bird Seed starts sponsoring you.